Welcome back to Mumbling Thoughts, and I know I've been a lazy piece of shit because I haven't uploaded a video in like 2.5 weeks because the week after I came back from SF, from buildspace, I was just so burnt out, so overwhelmed, so just tired because I've been traveling for like the past 3 weeks before that, and I finally got home and I've been just out of it. And especially since my competition coming up this weekend, this Sunday, I've been just feeling really tired because no pre workout and I'm just exhausted. So I was really not motivated to record any videos, but here I am. I'm feeling a little better now, getting into a groove a little. But the only thing is, the semester starts next Wednesday, so I'll probably put out an episode every week. I really want to do that, and I really hope I can keep up with that. So, anyways, let's get started with the video. You all know I went to buildspace and I made a video about being overwhelmed, and I would say it was a success. The video was really good. I was really happy with how it came out. But now I'm creating another video, even though it's long overdue, because I should have made this like a few days after build space, but here I am, 2.5 weeks. Anyways, I wanted to make a video about just the overall experience, instead of just talking about feeling overwhelmed, because I feel like there were a few other key takeaways and lessons and things that really helped with my growth throughout the event, and I wanted to share with you guys. So, the first one being the importance of self belief. And what I mean by that is not comparing yourself to others. Second one is the importance of your environment, and it deals with like being uncomfortable and being comfortable with uncomfortable. And the last one is the importance of attitude, which just means it's important for you to have fun. So for the first lesson, the importance of self-belief, it relates and ties into the episode I made for Build Space, which is being overwhelmed. And like I said, I'm not going to tell the whole story. I'll just basically, I can't even talk. Long story short, I went to Build Space expecting it to be like a really chill event, and it was chill. But the scale of it was just really overwhelming, talking to so many people, doing cool things. And on the first day, after that, I was so burnt out. I even took a nap. Yeah, on the first day. On the second day, I was feeling demotivated, and I didn't really stick to my word. But that night, I decided I'm going to make the most out of this event, so I recorded the video about being overwhelmed, and that's what I demoed on the third and final day, which I believe I really made the most out of on the third day, and that's when I really started opening up, and that's when my growth really started happening. So, and that leads me to the first importance and the first takeaway, which is the importance of self-belief. And it was really easy for me to be overwhelmed at the event because there were just so many people around me doing cool things, doing like life-altering things, or I don't even know, my mind's blanking out because of like all the cool stuff they were doing. But what they were doing was just absolutely insane. There were people working on like drones for underwater, people working on fitness or health apps, or other things, and they were just really cool projects, and everybody was super motivated, really hyped about what they were working on, and there's just me, with my YouTube channel, which is why I felt really overwhelmed, out of place, and I didn't feel like I belonged because all of these people were working. I felt what they were working on was more meaningful, more impactful, and just on a bigger scale than what I was working on, you know? So I felt out of place, and I just felt very unmotivated and like an imposter. And so on the second day, I walk in and I'm like, damn, like, I don't know what I want to do. I'm overwhelmed. I don't want to be here anymore. I feel like my idea sucks. What I'm doing isn't really that important. And I was like, just burnt out, you know? And honestly, I was really grateful deep down inside that I had to go to the gym, because I'm like, okay, that's my time to step away from all this madness, and I can take a little breather, even though the gym was pretty awful as well, because I got like a tendon injury here in my shoulder, which didn't really allow me to work out. So the vibes were just like down overall. But later that night, after the gym, I planned to go for a walk. You know, I needed to clear my head and figure out what the fuck I was gonna do for the third day, because the third day, demo day, you show everybody what you're working on, and I really wanted to do something and make the most out of the event, especially since I basically skipped half the day for the second day and just was feeling overwhelmed. So I talked to my boy Daniel, and I'm super grateful because I have a group of friends who are supportive of me, and I can be open with my emotions with them. And it's just, I feel like it's really hard to find a group of people that you can do that with, especially your like guy friends. So I'm really supportive of the friend group that I have. And anyways, especially towards Daniel, because he didn't have to go for a walk with me, you know. He could have easily just said, nah, I need to work on my stuff, so I'm gonna like put my head down. But instead, he was like, yeah, let me go for a walk and we can talk about like what you plan to do. And so we go on like this walk at like 1 a.m. in the morning, and we're talking. So he's basically acting as a soundboard, and I'm just bouncing ideas off of him, and he's asking me how I feel, why do I feel overwhelmed, XYZ. And then finally, at the end of that walk, which was like almost 2 hours, I come up with a game plan, and the game plan was to create the video about being overwhelmed and demoing that. So I booked 2 sessions the next day, and basically what I planned to do was, or what I did was, I showed the video to people who signed up, and then we just talked about how they felt or what was on their mind. And I feel like the results turned out super well. And at the end, what Farza said was, it's easy to compare yourself to others, but you need to be nice to yourself. And at first, I didn't really get what that means. I was like, yeah, it's easy to compare yourself, but what does being nice to yourself mean? You know, I didn't really get that at first. Like, I'll give myself compliments, yeah, X, Y, and Z. But I didn't know. But later that night, when everyone on the buildspace team was giving their final speeches, he brought this up again, and he said, you know, I was participating in this demo this guy was doing, and he was showing his video, and he was talking about how he was just overwhelmed because of all the cool things you guys were working on, and how I felt that everyone there was just so amazing. And he said, it's easy to compare yourself, but you need to be nice to yourself. And basically, I was like, oh shit, okay. What that basically means, what Farza meant was, yes, it's easy to compare yourself, but you need to give yourself grace. You need to trust in yourself and what you're doing. Yeah. Hey, what's up? That just happened. Brother needed some help. Sister gave me a facial. My face looks pretty like glossy now, I guess, but we're back. And like I was talking about before, you need to take it easy on yourself and not compare yourself to others, because when you're comparing yourself to other people, you're putting a lot of pressure on yourself. And that's what Farza was talking about when he was saying to be nice to yourself, which is basically stop putting so much pressure on yourself and trust in your own journey. Trust in what you're doing. Don't. It's not about comparing yourself to other people and what they're working on, but rather it's about you on your own journey and doing what you think is meaningful and what you want to do. So stop comparing yourself to people. And during my speech, I also brought up, or during the talk that we had after my demo, I also brought up the speech from Matthew McConaughey. And it's a speech when he won the Emmys, I think. Maybe, I think that's the one for acting. But anyways, he basically gave a speech about who his hero was. And he said his hero is him 10 years later. And then when the guy asks 10 years later, are you a hero? He's like, no, I'm never going to be my hero. His hero's always going to be 10 years from where he is now. And I just thought that was really inspiring and relatable to this scenario, because you're not comparing yourself to other people and where they're at right now. You're comparing yourself on your own journey in 10 years and seeing how much you've grown over those 10 years. And then once you've gotten there, your hero is still 10 years away, and you want to reach that yourself in 10 years. So moral of the story, don't compare yourself to others. Trust your own journey and take it easy on yourself. Be nice to yourself. That's the first takeaway. The second takeaway was the importance of your environment. And after buildspace, I really started to realize that buildspace wasn't really about the projects that we were working on, but rather the environment we were in. What is it? Fuck, I'm blinking out. Yeah, like when you really look at buildspace, it's not about working on your ideas, because you can work on your ideas, and some people worked on their ideas at buildspace, but you can do that at home. So why would you come to this IRL event, And for people like me who felt overwhelmed, that would be like a breakthrough moment where you either say, yeah, I'm not doing this anymore, or I can't take it, I can't handle this, I'm giving up. Or you could say, I want to make the most out of this experience, and you're going to do something about it. You're going to do something about feeling overwhelmed, feeling out of place, or feeling like an imposter. Or you're going to have a plan, create a plan so that you can make the most out of everything. And like I said, I was hella uncomfortable. But, I said, I said, no, I'm going to use this to grow. And honestly, on the second day, I didn't do it that well. I didn't really follow through or keep my word with myself, because I was like, I'm going to do this, but I didn't. I was like, nah, I'm not doing this. But on the third day, when demo day came around, I had to get people to sign up for my demo, and I wanted to get people to come and watch the video and we can share. And so what did I have to do? I had to go out of my way actively and get people interested and get people to sign up. And did I want to do that? No. Like I said in the video about being overwhelmed, on the second day when I was going around with a sign called Build Space Therapist, or saying I was a Build Space Therapist, I was really shy and I didn't really want people to notice me. But this time I changed. I changed, and I made I can't even find the word, but I just changed my approach. Now I was more open about it, and I was like a ring girl holding up a sign And let me show you what the sign says if I can find it. But yeah, did I want to do that? No, I didn't. But I said, fuck it. This is like what I need to do in order to make the most out of the experience. So this is a sign. It says feeling out of place, overwhelmed, and imposter, sign up here. And then you have the little I forgot what this game is called. Fuck, I'm blanking out. What is this game called? Among Us, like, person there. And yeah, like, I realized later on that it doesn't really matter about what other people think about you. Most of the times when you're scared, when you're overwhelmed, it's oftentimes your ego that's trying to stop you from doing things that are uncomfortable. And that's because it doesn't want to be embarrassed, it doesn't want to be made fun of or feel like shit. So that's why your ego, every time you want to try something new or step out of your comfort zone, your ego hinders you and stops you from doing so. But what that does is you don't grow because you're always comfortable the way you are. And the only way you can really grow is to step out of that comfort zone and build space. The environment that they created or they gave us really offered us, or many of us, a place to grow and really change or develop or get out of our shell, because there were just so many people. The environment was full of motivated and brilliant people, and you're not like oftenly you're not really surrounded by people like that all the time. And I certainly was never surrounded by motivated people who are working on such great things, and that's why I was overwhelmed. But I said, okay, I'm gonna take this and I'm going to grow. So I went around and I started doing my demo, and let's see. Yeah, I'm exhausted and my mind's going blank, so I need what I wrote down. So give me 1 second. Yeah, and then it led me to grow. And I just want to say this as well, not to brag or whatnot, but my Daniel yes, at this point might as well. But Daniel kept saying how proud of me he was, because I didn't back down, or I took this challenge and I kept my word for the third day, for demo day, and I really made this video. Honestly, at this point he's just like a professional glazer. So every time, whenever he gives you a compliment, just keep it in the back of your mind that he just does that shit for a living. So don't feel too proud of yourself. No, I'm joking. He's a boy. It's really nice to get feedback from him, but also compliments as well, because he's just such a great person, such a hardworking individual, and just hearing that from him is really motivating. And so finally, this takeaway that I want you to have is growth never happens when you're comfortable or in a familiar place. It always happens when you step out of your comfort zone and do something new, and it will go against what your ego tells you, but that's the only way that you can grow. If you surround yourself in an environment that pushes you to grow or makes you feel uncomfortable. And so finally, the third and final takeaway or lesson from this event was the importance of your attitude. And what I mean by that is having fun. Yes, it's important that you're working, you're making progress, you're networking or whatnot. But at the end of the day, you want to ask yourself or make sure that you are having fun, because if you're not enjoying what you're doing, then you're not going to last long and you're not going to have as much progress. Just like Farza, what he said was every time he's made the most progress was when he was nice to himself. And that's when he was able to do all these great things, when he was nice to himself and when you're having fun. And when this really hit me was on the second day, because like I said, on the second day, I was going around with this sign called buildspace therapist. And I was talking to people, yes, but I finally came to these two brothers and I'm like, what's on your mind? And he tells me what's on his mind, but I'm just like, I don't know what to say. And I'm supposed to be the therapist, but I can't give him any advice, which sounds really stupid and is really awkward. And I was just like, fuck, man, I don't know what to tell you. But then his brother comes in and he says, don't worry about it, bro. Like, it's not that serious. You don't need to take it that seriously. Just chill out, you know. Everybody's here just having fun. And they don't really give a fuck, or they're just trying to have fun. And that's when I'm like, yeah, let me take it easy a little bit. Because I feel like from the first day till then, I was trying to put up this act or trying to network or show people or pitch my idea, that I never really remembered the most important thing, which is to have fun, take it easy, enjoy the experience, enjoy what it's like to be in this environment, which was the mindset I wanted to have coming in. But just coming there, seeing that there's so many people working on great things, it's easy to be caught up in the idea that you need to do something here, you need to pitch your idea, you need to network, you know. But at the end of the day, just have fun. And that's all you can really do at the end of the day. And that really helped me on the third day, with like being more open or being more like active or more open, because I'm like, you know what, I'm gonna make the most out of this and I'm going to have fun with this. And that's what really made me be able to go around like a freaking ring girl with my sign. That was really embarrassing, that I didn't want to do, but I had fun, you know, going around, advertising my demo, talking to people, meeting new people, and at the end of the day, giving people a gift, which is the video of feeling overwhelmed. And we were talking after that, and it was just really fun, you know. So I made sure I enjoyed it instead of trying to take it too seriously. And this really helped me be more genuine as well and make more connections, because if I found something boring or too serious, I just wouldn't bother with it, you know. I wanted to have fun, so it helped a lot. And so for this, I want to just say that you want to have fun along the way, and it's important to have fun and keep a positive attitude, because when there's a roadblock, when you stumble into problems like being overwhelmed or feeling out of place or like an imposter, having fun and keeping a positive attitude can really help with that. And it really helped with me make the most out of the Build Space event on the third day. And just overall, it made it a really positive and transformative event. And honestly, I really want to get a tattoo too, so I'm thinking of getting a tattoo on my right shoulder of a phoenix, because phoenix, they represent like rebirth and shit like that, like mystical shit or whatnot. And I don't know how my mom's gonna react to that, but we'll see, because I feel like she's gonna kick me out of the house or some shit. Because a tattoo, that's crazy. But who knows, I'm gonna try to hide it from her as long as I can, like wearing shirts now that it's getting colder. But anyways, takeaways for the video. Yeah, this is like super like sectioned off and not like there's no like real transitions or flow to it, I feel like. But fuck yeah, just wanted to get this video out. So importance of self-belief, believe in yourself and not comparing yourself to others, be nice to yourself, take it easy, trust in your own journey, and don't put too much pressure on yourself that you need to be where someone else is, because everyone's on their own journey working on different things. So believe in yourself, don't compare yourself to others. 2, the importance of your environment. You need to be uncomfortable in order to grow. If you're always comfortable, that means your ego's making you stay there, and it's keeping you from growing because it doesn't want to be embarrassed, made fun of, or just fuck up or fail. And so you really want to put yourself in places that push you to grow or make you feel uncomfortable, because that's where the real growth happens. Lastly, the importance of your attitude, which is just to have fun, because at the end of the day, you want your journey, you want to enjoy it, because that will help you persevere and help you push past the obstacles that come your way. So that's really all for this episode. My 3 main takeaways. I just feel like buildspace was really transformative, really helpful, really impactful, and just met a lot of cool people, had a lot of fun at the end of the day, and yeah, I feel like it's a really good event. If you, like I said, I don't feel like it's about like it is called build space, and it's basically a space where you build stuff, but I feel like on top of that you're also helping build yourself and yourself as a person, because in that environment that you surround yourself with, you just have you meet a lot of new people, a lot of cool people, but you also are faced with challenges or you're overwhelmed, and you learn new things, and I just feel like for me that was the main thing, which is overcoming that feeling of overwhelm, and yeah, that's it. So that's all for this week's episode or video. I'll see you in the next one. There's a lot of stuff I wanted to talk about, but like I said, I've been lazy, I've been on my ass all day, and I just haven't gotten to any of them. So I'll post weekly. I really want to post weekly. So keep a lookout. I'll probably post it I don't know, I want to pick a day, but I don't know what day yet. Maybe it'll either be like Friday, Saturday, Sunday, one of those days. Probably Sunday. So I'll keep you guys updated on that. But another thing I want to try is comment down in the comment section below what's your mumbling thought and what's been on your mind lately, and we can mumble through that together in the comments, and who knows, maybe I'll make an episode on that as well. And also make sure subscribe, hit that notification bell. I don't know, like saying that, like I'm like, god damn it. But anyways, that's it for this video. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.